I will always do the first meeting just at my own cost as well, and then just give people sort of pointers on what direction they need to go. In this industry, it's good that we do get to deal with other industries, so accountants, solicitors, and
yes.
It's good just to then get the knowledge from yourselves as well. At that point, as I got a bit of experience in the bank, then I realised I definitely didn't want to be a bank manager.
Hello everybody and welcome to Fishers on the Case. This is a podcast where we talk to industry experts and professionals about how they interact with the world of law. My name's Amanda Payne. I'm the CEO of Fishers Solicitors based in Ashby de la Zouch. Today I have with me Sharon Butter from Ashwood Law. Welcome, Sharon.
Thank you.
So if we can start first of all, just tell us a bit about Ashwood Law and what it is Ashwood Law do.
So Ashwood Law give financial advice.
Okay.
So they've been based in Heather, well, not in Heather for that whole time, but they've been going now for 43 years. And we've got about 16, 17 financial advisors, and between us we cover a lot of the UK. So so we provide financial advice on pensions, investments, life cover, protection. We do a lot of tax planning these days.
Okay.
And so it's a bit more of a sort of holistic. Before, I think when I first came into the industry, it used to be a bit narrow. You used to just do one piece of advice at a time.
Yes.
But now it's the overall financial plan for a client.
For someone. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's just go right back for a minute from when you were at school and coming to the end of school. Did you stay on and do A-levels? And
Yes, so I studied in Scotland.
Okay,
as you
right,
can probably
yes.
tell from the accent. When we do high school, we don't have a separate sixth form.
Okay.
So you normally do your A-level equivalents at school. So you can't go to
Carry
college.
on.
Yeah, you can't go to college, but generally everyone stays on at school. So I did 5 hires, is what they call them there.
Yeah.
And then straight from there, I then went to university.
And what subject did you study at university then?
So I did business management, and then in my final year, I specialised in financial services.
Okay, so at that point you knew that you had, was it just an interest you had in that? What sort of swayed you to that area?
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. I think at that point, I wanted to work in a bank and be a bank manager. So I was looking at the different subjects, and I was just a bit more interested in finance. So then I thought I'll do financial services.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And was financial advice something that your parents or grandparents had? Was it?
No, not at all.
Nothing like that? No.
So my dad...
No family involvement?
No. So my dad had his own businesses. So started off in market stalls and then had shoe shops and restaurants.
Okay. So.
But yeah, we were never well off at the beginning. So they've never needed a financial advisor.
Okay.
So I think money was also always a subject that sort of came up in the house, should we say. So I was always a bit frugal and a bit sensible with money. And then maybe that's what, exactly. So maybe that's what created my interest.
So was your first role up in Scotland then?
Yes.
Working in a financial advisor's office, was it? Or?
No, so I started off, I think I graduated and then I was trying to apply to graduate schemes in the banks and everything. But then because there's 2 universities in Dundee, and then Dundee's not a great place for jobs anyway. Oh, okay. So there's a lot of competition. So when you were applying for any graduate schemes, there'd be about 500 applicants for 7 spaces or whatever it is. Yeah. So then I just thought, I'll just get a normal job in a bank as a cashier. So I got my first job was Halifax Bank of Scotland. Started as a cashier, and
so customer facing at the tills.
Yeah. Okay. So I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But we did used to have to, at that point, try and get leads. So you had to try and get leads for credit cards, people opening bank accounts, try and switch people from other banks to your bank.
So a bit salesy then.
Yeah. So they do expect cashiers to bring in the leads.
Oh.
Yeah. So then at that point, as I got a bit of experience in the bank, then I realised I definitely didn't want to be a bank manager. And then
that changed your mind.
Exactly. And then I was a bit more interested in the financial advice route.
Yeah. And have you had to do more exams?
Yes.
What do financial advisors have to do?
Yeah.
What sort of exams are they?
So initially, when I first started, you just needed the certificate in financial planning.
Okay.
In 2013, there was a bit of a shake-up in the industry, and they were trying to make financial advisors a bit on par with solicitors. So they wanted to bring the standards up. So they then made everyone get diploma qualified. Mm-hmm. So at that point, a lot of the older advisors left the industry because they didn't want to do exams. So it made way for younger people, which was good, I suppose, in the long run. So I had to do the diploma in financial advisor, but then in financial planning, but then you can go up and then do the chartered exams. And then if you want to specialise in certain areas like long-term care, then you have to do other certificates as well.
That's a lot, isn't it, learning when you're working?
Yes, exactly.
It's a lot to take on, isn't it? How did you manage that during that time?
So I ended up, when I was trying to get into financial advice through the bank, it was really, everyone sort of knew who was getting the job when it was advertised. So you never got anywhere near it. So I tried I think I was there for about 2 years trying and never moved. And then it was a supervisor that I worked with in the Bank of Scotland. She'd moved back to England and she was working for the firm that I then went on to work for. And she said, I've met my old employer. He wants me back and has given me a pay rise, but this company's really good. And she said, it's exactly what you want to do. Your grandparents live 20 minutes down the road. So she'd worked it all out.
You can come here.
And said they'll pay for your flight to come to London. So she set it all up. And then, so I moved, stayed with my grandparents. So that meant I could save some money. And it was a bit boring, so then I studied in the evenings and stuff. So it was good. I enjoyed it.
How long was the study? How long did it take?
Probably took me, when I first moved, so we only had to do the certificate, and then we then had to add on exams. So it was probably over a couple of years. But there are quicker routes of doing it now.
Are there? Yeah. And would you advise somebody leaving school or college now to think about a career in financial advice?
Yes, I think it's a brilliant career. So you don't even need to go to university. So I think a lot of people do think, you have to go to university to do this, but you can come straight from A-levels or school, and you can go the apprenticeship route or just do the exams yourself. So we have quite a lot of young people in the office that do want to become financial advisors. So they're starting off in admin and then working their way up, which is what I did. So
So doing the admin, what does that mean? Scanning, photocopying?
So actually they do quite a lot now. So because financial advice is so broad, like I do feel sorry for the administrators because they have to do so much. So it's a lot of learning. So I always say to even the administrators when they start, it'll take you a year before you fully understand what you're doing. So they can be doing the valuations for clients, they can be processing withdrawals or processing new business applications. They help us get ready all the packs for the clients. So it's a range of things, maybe even doing some quotes and things like that as well. Yeah.
And where do you get your clients from? Is it recommendations, word of mouth?
So Ashwood Law's been going for quite a while. So we have our existing client bank. And then as advisors retire, then we get past some of their clients. Okay. We've also been buying quite a lot of firms. So we don't...
Have you?
Yeah, so we don't need to cold call anymore. I don't think... I used to have to do it in my previous company, but I've never had to do it, luckily, here. So we usually have, when we're servicing clients and things like that, business will just advise.
Do you work as an individual then, under an umbrella? Is that how it works?
Yes.
Or are you an employee of Ashwood Law?
No, so we're self-employed as the advisor. So I was employed at one stage. Yeah. So when I first came to Ashwood Law, I was a paraplanner plus a financial advisor. So then it gave me a bit of sort of guaranteed income that I knew I was getting this employed salary plus. Yes. Because then if you're fully self-employed, you've got to have enough clients to then have the income. Sure. So when I got to a certain stage, then I went fully self-employed.
So effectively, you've sort of got your own business, haven't you?
Yes. Yeah. So it's quite good because you're in charge of your own time. Yes. You're in charge of your own diary. There's no pressure. Ashwood Law is a good company in that sense. Is it? Yeah, because I have heard some people leave and then they go to other companies and they have to get so many sales and they're very pressurised.
Sort of target driven in a way. Yeah. So do you see a lot of clients in the evenings and a lot of evening work?
Not an awful
bad.
lot, but I do. If a client can't do daytime meetings, I will go and see them in the evening. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
And what is your criteria for a new client? Is there a certain amount of wealth, if you like, that somebody needs to have to be able to warrant, having the advice?
Not necessarily. So we do have minimum fees. So to set up a client, because we've got to set up them on the system, there is a minimum fee that applies. But
Okay.
I will always do the first meeting just at my own cost as well, and then just give people sort of pointers on what direction they need to go. But I think nowadays it's important. We were chatting earlier, and it is important to, even when you're younger, just to get those clients on board and get them used to investing and building wealth and protecting their future, building for their future.
Yeah. I think it's probably quite difficult, isn't it, for young people to save and then to invest?
Yeah, but I think if you do it when you get your first proper job, I think, and you get into the mindset straight away and you just start putting money aside, then you don't notice it. So I think I did that myself.
Catching it early, isn't
it?
To
Exactly,
make it,
yeah,
beneficial, especially in later life. Yeah,
completely.
It's like pensions, isn't it?
Yeah.
Even though a lot of companies now, help, don't they? And
Yeah.
have to do pensions for employees.
Yeah.
The more someone can put in,
exactly,
the more they'll benefit later on in life.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how many sort of clients do you handle at any one time? Is it quite a large number? I suppose some don't always need help, do they, every week or every month?
So with our clients, so a lot of them are in an ongoing service. So they will sign us up and they want a regular review service.
Oh, okay.
So then every month we have a list of clients that we then need to go and see that month. So there can be quite a few. So it depends month to month. And then if new clients then come on board while you're then trying to do those reviews as well, then you've got to try and juggle.
Yes, yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. So what drives you then as an individual?
What drives me? Probably family. I think I know my mum and dad struggled when I was younger. So we obviously are blessed that we don't have the same struggles. So I suppose just doing the best for my family, being able to travel, being in a position where you've got the choice where you can do what you want, and money. Yeah. I suppose the flexibility and having, I suppose, the wealth to, or just money to be able to do certain things.
Yeah. And who's influenced you then during your career? Is it your family?
Family. My dad's always been a really hard worker. So I think I've got that from him, that I do try to put in 100% on what I do.
And your parents still in Scotland?
Yes,
they?
Yes. Yeah, retired now.
Yes, of course.
But so them and people along the way. So I was lucky in all my employments. I've had really good managers or MDs that have always helped and put you on the right path.
Yeah.
So I think when I first moved to London, I think every time I went home, the MD was worried that I was going to leave. So he used to give me a pay rise every time. So I used to go home every 2 months and then get a pay rise.
Very good thinking.
So he was quite good. But people I work with, colleagues, peers.
Yes, helped you on the way.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So why do you think it's good that two local firms like the two that we're associated with can work well together? What's sort of the benefits from that rather than somebody using maybe a city firm?
I suppose you've got a bit more of a personal service. If it's nearby, you can pop in. You have a bit more of a personal relationship rather than having to travel. I think it's just easier.
Yeah, no, I'd agree with that.
Yeah. And then I suppose it's I don't know about yourself, but I think it's a less formal arrangement when you're dealing with local people, local businesses.
Definitely, and they seem to like it that they can just pop in and get an appointment at short notice, don't they?
Yeah.
And I know Fishers are very much about being the personal, friendly, local lawyer. So again, you're the same ilk, really, aren't you? So I think it works really well.
Yeah.
So I've asked you quite a lot of questions. Is there anything that you'd like to ask me? Anything about Fishers or?
I work quite closely with some of your solicitors, so it is quite good. And then in this industry, it's good that we do get to deal with other industries, so accountants,
Definitely.
solicitors, and
Yes.
it's good just to then get the knowledge from yourselves as well.
Yes, it is, definitely. Lots of investment work, I think, isn't it, where we can work together.
Yeah, because there's certain, I suppose there's certain departments in your legal where you would have to cross over more with other industries, isn't there?
Definitely, yeah. In the company commercial areas, corporate world, and yes, trust, tax, even house sales sometimes when people need help.
Yeah.
When they suddenly have a large, sale proceeds that they're looking to invest and utilise. So there's lots of reasons for crossover.
Yeah,
definitely. Yeah.
So it's quite nice being able to work with some of your solicitors as well.
Oh, good. Yeah. Well, it's nice that you're very local to us as well. It's great. I didn't realise you'd gone nationwide now. That's fantastic.
Yeah. So I come from Solihull, but a lot of my clients are. So when I go back home, I've got some around the Dundee area.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, I've got some around Glasgow. So sometimes on my drive, I have to stop off and see a couple of clients.
Are the laws different up there under financial advising rules?
Yeah, there are some. So even you'll know yourself with
so with conveyancing and trust, it's all different.
Yeah, there is a bit of a difference. Yes.
Yeah.
And
so
then
obviously
tax is a little bit different as well.
Yeah. Okay, brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you very much for joining me today and for telling me about what you do and a bit more about Ashwood Law. Thank you, Sharon.
Thank you.